Hey, you don't look confident, Bo. You don't look confident when you're doing that. You don't look confident.
Are you ready for the best Kansas City Chiefs insight? Welcome to the Four Guys in a Bar, sponsored by ChiefsBlitz.com, presented by UnderdogFantasy.com. Here's your Chiefs Blitz host, Nick Athen, with Lou Montagna, Andre Tillman, and Hence
He got the winning Super Bowl touchdown.
Okay, got a catch. Anybody could have made that catch.
The Kansas City Chiefs select Josh Simmons, offensive tackle, Ohio State.
You did it, man. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Guys, y'all got it. Guys, y'all.
I don't know what the trade details are. Hold on.
Woo!
They got Worthy.
Xavier Worthy.
Isn't that crazy? It's been 11 months since the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, and it's gone by so fast.
Oh, it's time to piss straight off. Pull up a picture of 81. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Here we go. Here we go.
Rashad Smith. Shotgun.
There it is. The Chiefs have done their perfect draft.
Dre's gone. I don't know where he's gone.
Yo, welcome to the show. It's the Chiefs Blitz night. Breaking down the plays, keeping everything tight. From Mahomes to the defense, we can be the scoop. Real talk, real stats, we the ultimate truth.
All righty. Welcome back to the next edition of Four Guys in a Bar, presented by ChiefsBlitz.com. I am your host, Nick Athen, along with Mr. Henstad, Mr. Lou Montagna, and Andre Tillman, joining the Red Friday show. Well, not quite Red Friday, but this is our practice Red Friday run. As Kansas City Chiefs, 1 week from tonight, we'll be playing the Los Angeles/San Diego Chargers in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Andy Reid revealed today the Chiefs will be flying out on Wednesday, so they'll be there for a walkthrough on Thursday and the game on Friday. So there we go. Gentlemen, how are you?
It's a long-ass flight, Nick.
12 hours, Andy said. 10 to 12 hours. No,
Yeah,
thank
I'm
you.
good. I'm ready.
Man, that
to
ain't
rock and
nothing. I drove for 18 hours.
Oh, please.
Maybe
roll. I'm ready to see a nasty ass
12
offensive line, man.
12 hours ain't nothing, man.
Yeah, and they're right, Lou. You ready to see a nasty ass offensive line, man, coming up, right?
Absolutely.
That's right.
That's what I'm looking for.
We don't want nobody to touch Patrick Mahomes. That's what it is.
Friday
We don't want
night.
nobody to touch Patrick Mahomes, guys. That's
Also,
for real.
Also, shout out to DS. DS is number 1. Ruben is number 2, and Ken Sinclair is number 3. So if you want,
that's like a preseason. That's like a preseason college poll. It doesn't matter. You gotta let it play out, man.
if you want, cards or anything from Nick, he'll continue to chat away.
I'm gonna announce on Friday's show, or maybe Wednesday's show. I'm gonna announce the monthly prizes. So we're gonna take the number 1 and the number 2 the individuals who comment the most for the month. I'm gonna accelerate the prize pool. So I will announce that on Wednesday. So if you are the month of September, because that'll be our next show, will be next Wednesday. We'll not be here on Monday. We're gonna take a little holiday break. I will announce the giveaways for the month of September.
And shout out to you guys for getting us to 2,000 subscribers.
Yep, appreciate that.
Hey, let's go.
Everybody that's subscribed to the show and continue to subscribe away and share away. So with that
Give
said,
yourselves a hand. Feel free to comment too.
Yes.
so with that said, guys, let's get right to our sponsors. Go ahead, Nick.
All right, Underdogs Fantasy. Everybody knows they've been a sponsor of us for over a year now. Play now in Missouri. You get play 5. You get $50 in bonus dollars, and it's pretty simple. It's a great game. You just pay higher. You pay lower. You can play your favorite quarterbacks. You can also win up to 1,000 times your money just by picking higher or lower. And again, there's Jackson versus Mahomes. Now you can really put your money where your mouth is and play the high-low game. It's really simple. Just win money playing sports. Again, up to 1,000 times your bonus dollars available. Scan here. All you got to do is hit that scan, put in the promo code Chiefs Blitz, set up your account, deposit $5, play 5. You get 15 bonus dollars that you can use to play the high-low game with. And it's pretty simple. As you know, I've been very, very successful with this. I had one bad week a couple of weeks ago, but the NFL season will be back next week. And I will be putting together my underdog picks every Friday going forward. So there you go.
So where the Bobby Bell card is going to post it with.
Oh yeah. Sorry. And an opportunity to win the Bobby Bell card as well. All you got to do is hit the promo code. Send me an email that states that you are an Underdog subscriber and you've deposited your $5. Set up your account, and I will send you a bonus card. And again, on Wednesday, I will debut the prize for the month for the number 1 and the number 2 most commented individuals, and it's gonna be something pretty big. So there you go.
Is it gonna be that poster that's behind you with
I can never part. Which one? With all the signatures?
In the number 16 back there.
You know damn well it ain't gonna be there. You know damn well that's not gonna be it. Nah, he ain't selling that. You ain't giving that away for no bots.
No, the Lenny Dawson jersey and the Len Dawson's.
We will not confer of our Chiefs blitzers as bots.
That's 50.
I ain't talking about the blitzers. I'm talking about the ones controlling it, sir. The one controlling it.
Minimum bid of $50,000.
Yeah, I'm tired of the Len Dawson signed the Len Dawson jersey, authentic AFL, and the signature underneath it, and the Len Dawson Lenny the Cool signed helmet, which is one of one. There are none of these. Those are going to be a hefty price tag. So I got you. Looking at
Ruben can't keep winning though. He can't keep winning, man.
So hey, we're going to set up a store at ChiefsBlitz.com. Should be up in the next week to 10 days. But right now, a little advanced preview. If you are looking for something from Super Bowl 14, this is your football right here. Emmett Thomas, Lenny Dawson, Willie Lanier, Bobby Bell, all signed at an event long ago at a TriStar event, and then we added Johnny Robinson to the ball back in 2020. And he signed it as well. So it's one of a kind, 5 of 5 of Hall of Famers. $1,450 includes free shipping and also includes the case. And I'll throw in a bonus prize.
So Weston looked like he had a good question, but when you're done, point to his question.
All right, hold on a second. Before we get to that, if you want to win the ultimate ride, you want to win the car. The Mercedes-Benz is driven by the late, great, amazing, incredible Derek Thomas. Here's your opportunity. It's $100 tickets. It's a raffle. It'll be gone on October 16th. Hit the scan me code. 100% of the proceeds will benefit both the Derek Thomas Neil Smith Third and Long Foundation along with the Duran Cherry Foundation. This is a great event. I've been working with these people for a very long time. It's a great cause. They've got an event coming up, I think, at the end of September. Also, they have an annual golf tournament. So they do a lot of great things in the community, and this is the best way to honor Derek Thomas. And again, it's only $100 per raffle ticket, and it's highly worth it. You got to hit the QR code and then just register, set it up, make your donation. I already have, and so I'm looking forward to winning that car. And I'm gonna give it away.
We put in our donations too. So hey, if I get it, you already know I'm gonna be cruising, listen to some Smokey Robinson, Let's Cruise.
Earth, Wind, and Fire, baby.
I'm gonna be rolling right down through the city with the one of those little crack down where you can see the top of my head, and you're gonna smell black ice. The car instant that's be inside the car.
Ain't gonna hit no thump. Ain't gonna hit no thump in it. So I ain't gonna hit no thump in it. So I want to hear the old school thumping. If I ain't hearing that, I'm straight. I want to hear the old school thump. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. What was the question you had, Lou?
Take me back to 92, baby.
Weston had asked about the comments during the live portion of the show because they, if you go afterwards, they don't show up in the comments like after the fact once the show is up and posted.
Oh,
so is it? I think that was his question. Is it just during the live?
Yes, during the live feed.
During a live feed, I'm screenshotting everybody that's number one or number two.
My question is, I'm not seeing any comments like post show. Like you go look at the shows and
those are different.
Go ahead and comment. Not a whole lot happening there.
Yeah. So when you're watching the show on a playback or not able to watch it live, when you watch it, you can hit the comment button and there's a separate section. Where it'll appear underneath the video.
You have to hit the live comments, then regular comments for the live show to pop up.
So those of you that are watching after the fact, feel free to comment there too. We'll try to answer those as well.
Yeah, we're pretty good at doing that. So yes, Wes and I do remember the 21st night of September.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But again, let's get into some updates around the kingdom.
We have a lot of breaking news or a lot of news. According to Nike, now this is going to be interesting.
Say it isn't so. What are we doing?
Patrick Mahomes has a contract with Adidas, so it's going to be interesting to see if he's going to wear this. But the Chiefs will partake in the NFL rivalries
now, no?
2027 season, meaning they will wear an alternative uniform for the first time in a one-off game during the season. Yeah, the deal with that Patrick Mahomes has with Adidas is he can't sign any Nike jerseys or memorabilia. I'm very lucky. I have a signed Patrick Mahomes Nike jersey. So, but yeah.
Yes.
So there you go.
Breaking the law.
I'm breaking the law. All right. There's been a lot of
get Patrick in trouble.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Patrick in trouble. There's been a lot of talk about Mike Pennell and the Chiefs' decision to let him go and not bring him back to the practice squad. General Manager Brett Veach said, I think with every position group, we're trying to get better and we're trying to add competition. I think that was one position group we're trying to continually get deeper, but also younger and more athletic. I think we'd always be open to a reunion. Mike's a great guy. I mean, he's a special human being, and we love Mike. He's one of those guys that I feel every time we've gotten him back in short spurts, it's been the best he has. I mean, even at his age, he's a juice guy. He's got energy. We love him. So certainly keeping the door open as well. I think all options are on the table, are open for us at that position. Lip speak, it just basically means they didn't think he could last 16 or 17 games. They signed 3 defensive tackles, I think, to the practice squad. So I think they're definitely going to go young. And I think with Derek Nottie coming back, even though I don't think he's a 3 technique guy.
When I was watching the Seattle game, I think his preseason game, I think the writing was on the wall right there.
Yeah.
Well, it was done for him right then and there. But again, we got young guys that need to step up.
Yep. Omar Lott. The Chiefs did before they did this, before they tried to get the Cleveland Browns defensive tackle Joanne Biggs. I would have liked that, but the Browns opted for the Jets' offer of a 2026 6-round pick rather than the Chiefs 6-rounder, which obviously is much later in the draft. So that could have been a really big trade. And also Brett Veach revealed that the team is playing for 3 active running backs on game day. So there's not going to be 4. So that means somebody's going to sit between Pacheco, I'm going blank
Elijah
here.
Mitchell,
Smith. Kareem Hunt, and of course, Mr. Brashard Smith.
Yeah.
The Chiefs, in making some other moves, terminated the one-day practice squad contracts of the defensive tackle Kozai Izzard and wide receiver Hal Presley. And then, as was reported by us on Tuesday, tight end Robert Tonyan is back on the active 53-man roster, so he will play. More than likely, the Chiefs will carry 4 tight ends going into the in the Chargers game coming up a week from tonight. More news, and the Chiefs officially signed running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire, defensive end Ethan Downs, defensive tackle Broderick Martin, who they really, really like, defensive tackle Zach Pickens, and safety Jamie Robinson to this practice squad. So they have 1 spot left. If my math is correct, they have 1 more player in which they could sign. Andy Reid kind of made a hint today that they were finalizing the roster. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's another addition. The Chiefs also signed defensive end Tyreek Smith to the practice squad. So that's just those lists alone. That's 5 defensive line players. And the news that we also broke a couple of days ago, Andy Reid confirmed that it is unlikely that rookie wide receiver Jalen Royals will be ready for week 1 against the Chargers. The goal is to have him ready for week 2 against the Eagles. And if we don't have any more screens, there we go. The big news of the day, and I do expect the Chiefs are going to at least make a phone call or try to trade for him until he's officially released. Jabril Peppers, he's 29 years old. He still has $4.32 million guaranteed remaining on his contract this season. He's got 2 more years of contract after that. So the question is yes or no. I say yes. Absolutely. And one more piece of news in regards to Rashee Rice. I told everybody I would follow up on this question. He is suspended for 6 weeks. He cannot. He has to spend 3 weeks away completely from the facility. After 3 weeks, beginning on the 4th week of the suspension, he is allowed to come to the facility, work out with trainers, work out privately. He's not be able to do any team drills or anything like that, but he would be back in the locker room beginning week 4 of his suspension. So that's good news. So that way he can get back up to speed and be as involved as he possibly can. So,
going back to Brett's statement, I think you can kind of read between the lines there what the deal was with Mike Pennell, and I think you guys hit it on the head. The guys they bring in, Ethan Downs, 22 years old, right? And he was an undrafted free agent with Jacksonville just this year, so he hasn't played it down in the NFL. Broderick Martin, 26 years old, is a third-round pick in 23. All these guys are young. Zach Pickens, 25 years old. He was a third-round pick in 23. Jamie Robinson was a fifth-rounder in 23, and then Tyreek Smith was a fifth-rounder in 22. None of them really have played many games.
Right.
A lot of injuries, IR, maybe 2-3 games here and there. Full season for some, but really not a lot of playing time. So again, developmental guys, younger dudes, retooling that defensive line. So I think if something happens throughout the course of the season, like later on, and they still need somebody that they can count on, I think that's when Mike Pennell, if he's still available, gets the call.
Right. If he's released and clears waivers, again, I'm not sure. I think he's been in the league more than 5 years, so he'll ultimately be a free agent.
Yeah,
so he'll be a free agent if he clears waivers. Now, the Patriots are going to try to trade him to get some sort of compensation before the official release later today, and then he'll be a free agent. I would suspect the Chiefs, who will have an off day tomorrow on Saturday, would probably kick the tires on him. They have been looking, per a source, they are still looking for another safety to add to the roster. So the Pathing Peppers makes a lot of sense. I like him over Simmons just because he's less money, and I think he'd be a good fit.
So let's get right into Fact and Cat.
Big, tough, strong dude. Okay, here we go, gang. It is Friday, so it is time for your second favorite game, Fact or Cap. I'll read a series of statements. You guys can decide, is that a fact or is it cap? I don't know if you noticed, but there was a pretty big trade in the NFL yesterday. The Dallas Cowboys sending Micah Parsons due to play on his fifth year of his rookie deal. Was going to play for $24 million, or at least that was the idea from Jerry, and it didn't go so well. But you just look at Jerry. If you watch the press conference afterwards, this to me all goes back actually to the most current Dallas Cowboys infomercial, if you would, on Netflix. Jerry's the ultimate salesman. His dad was his idol. His dad had this small general store in Arkansas, and he actually would have like performers in the store, like free entertainment, just to get people to come in and buy stuff. And I think Jerry that's been kind of his thing the whole way around. To steal a line from Kyle Brandt, they went from a football team that creates a lot of content to a content team that plays a little bit of football on the side. But the other piece too is the Herschel Walker trade was this bone of contention between he and Jimmy Johnson, and who got credit. And this is Jerry, I think, just trying to reclaim, again, I'm the one here. No one can question what's happening here. I control this circus. Okay? So the deal's made. And the Packers, that's the other side of this thing. The Packers, this is such an unpacker-like move to deal future draft picks, to overpay. I mean, they went above and beyond. Like the highest paid edge rushers were like right around 40 million, a little over 40 million. 47 is the average here. So just an amazing piece of business in the NFL. So the statement is this at long last. Ultimately, Jerry and the Cowboys will benefit more from this deal in the long run. Fact or cap?
I would say that would be fact, because if you look at Michael Parsons at the last 2 years of his career with the Cowboys in the playoffs, he only had one sack. The kid wasn't showing up. He wasn't, the run stopping wasn't there. If a lot of people living up off the hype of his rookie year. I'm not taking shots at the kid. I'm just saying I don't think it was a bad move by Jerry Jones. I know a lot of people say he makes a lot of bad moves. I think this was a smart move. If the contract wasn't going to get done, I would say you take those 2 number 1 first round picks that you got from the Green Bay Packers, and you send them to Cincinnati, and you go get number 91 from over there, and plus you got a defensive tackle, and you pay him. He ain't gonna be as much as Michael Parsons was, but you still got the money to pay him as well, and you bring him over to the Cowboys. Now you got your pass rusher, and you got your run stopper that's in front of Green Bay Packers as well. So if I'm the Cowboys, I'm not looking at it as a Cowboy fans. I'm not looking at it as a bad thing. Is it the business wasn't there, and the kid wasn't putting up numbers in the playoffs when they needed them. So, hey,
I think fact for sure. I mean, I think this makes the Cowboys at least, for 26, 27, in a position where they're going to have 2 first-round picks, in consecutive years. They get a solid player in addition. I think the contract that the Packers gave, as Lou said, is outrageous. It's crazy money. I can't imagine the board of directors having that conversation and approving that, but they did. Grossly overpaid by at least $10-12 million per year. This doesn't change the fact that I think the Chiefs and the Packers are still my Super Bowl pick, even more so now. But for Jerry Jones, I don't think he had an option. He bundled it. He tried to go around the agent, something you don't do. Parsons stuck with his agent versus Jerry Jones, and at the end of the day, it was traded. And kudos to Mr. Ricky, who officially retired at least till the spring. He might be a little busy over the next 4, 5, 6 months, but he had this back in August, early August. So, hey, at the end of the day, fact all the way around.
I'm gonna definitely have to go fact, because think about it, man. Like my man Micah been dope, right? But he's been injury prone. You know what I'm saying? He's been kind of up and down right now. And my man Jerry got 2 first-round picks, guy. He got one for this year and for next year, right? And then, like I said, you get Clark, man, a nice defensive tackle from the Green Bay Packers. My man is a stud. So if you look at Jerry Jones made a smart business move, and him and Micah not on the same page as it is. Like I stated in the video, I said it's something about the situation that's very interesting, because Jerry Jones to make this move is kind of questionable. But I'm gonna say fact, because I think the Dallas Cowboys get a lot of value from this situation.
Yeah, obviously the whole situation became very personal, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it was just at a certain point just became untenable, and it was weird that the only team mentioned during the course of the whole thing was the Packers.
Yeah.
And even at that point, you're kind of scratching your head. Is this really something Green Bay would do? And they never do. The last time I think they were saying that they traded a first-round pick was for Brett Favre. Wasn't that like 1996 or what? Yeah. That was a long
uncharacteristic
time ago
for them, for sure.
And then, like Nick said, is for in terms of the amount of the contract. So, hey, last year the Cowboys were saying they were all in. I think, Jerry, this is what all in really is. If you look at what the Packers are doing. So, it should be an interesting one, especially when the Packers go to week Dallas in week 4.
Game of the second.
That should be pretty cool.
Well, the Chiefs don't have to play Michael Parsons. So
that's right. That'll detract from that Thanksgiving Day game
just a little bit.
They might be out of it by then anyway. So,
it's still going to be a must-watch broadcast and regular season.
All right, number 2. Let's stay right here with Green Bay and Micah. Jeff Hafley came over to be defensive coordinator a couple years back, or last year may have been his first year, second. It was pretty close. Former head coach at BC stepped down and took over that job, and he's put together a hell of a defense. Very good defense. Now they add this guy. So the statement is this. The Packers will be the top-ranked defense this season.
Ooh.
Fact or cap?
I mean, could you ask a pass rush that you're going to be top? I would say that'd be a cap. Everybody know who the best defense is going to be, because they got the golden jacket kid coming into the second year. So I have to say it's going to be the Kansas City Chiefs. And I don't think it's going to be no the Packers at all, even though they added him. No, I don't see it. I don't see that happening.
I think it's more that where they were and now they add him. But okay, let's go, Nick.
All right, I'm gonna say cap. I'm gonna say cap. I think the Denver Broncos are going to have the best defense in the NFL this year.
I bet you do.
I do believe that.
Love them rookies, don't you?
So I think this definitely helps. Obviously, they've got a great defense in Green Bay. They've got a killer division. Also, the Broncos have a killer division as well. But I'm going to go Broncos 1 and Packers 2.
I'm gonna say this. With the addition, like Green Bay defense was already decent. It was already about top 15 defense. If so, but you add Michael Parsons over there with that a nice edge rush, a nice piece that they can utilize. I think Green Bay might shock a lot of people. Green Bay might shock a lot of people this year. It might be a top 5 unit.
The Michigan man, Gary. I mean, they do have some other pass rushers there already.
They do.
Again, I think this is really going to be the icing on the cake. I do believe they will have the top defense in the NFL this year.
I agree.
All right, last
one.
The last one, of course, we go to your Kansas City Chiefs. Our man, the one, the only, the Rutgers grad, the 7th round pick, Pops. Contract year. He's healthy for now, but he looks really, really spry in the summer ball and preseason here. Statement is this: Pops, he's going for 1,000 plus. He's going for 400 plus receiving, and he's going to score at least 8 touchdowns. Fact or cap?
Man, that sounds all good, you know what I mean? But I'll say there will be a strong cap, a cap backwards, a cap sideways, a cap on the ground. It doesn't matter. I'll say there'll be a strong cap because it's going to be Rashard Smith. I'll say Isaiah Pacheco ain't going to be starting the 3rd week when it's said and done. Because, hey, they got when number 20, when he put on that number 24 and this kid comes out here and ball out, maybe he be the guy. But Isaiah Pacheco, no contract year, is not going to be undefeated for him. So, no. Yeah.
Nick.
I agree. I think cap. I think that's pushing it because I think they're going to use a lot of balance and rotation on the running backs. Now, I don't think, to respect to my buddy over there, I don't think Smith is going to lead the team in rushing. He may lead the team in receiving yards for running back, but it's definitely cap for me. I want him. I got to bet against him going 17 games without getting dinged up. He hasn't proved it yet.
I'm gonna go fact, man. I'm gonna go against the grain. I'm gonna go fact. You know what I'm saying? The contract year is undefeated. We all know this on this panel, man. He got something to prove. He's gonna bounce back very aggressively, like we seen in training camp. I think my man gonna have a big year, a strong year, and he's been working on his hands out the backfield too. I think this is gonna be the year for Pop to go out there and get busy. So I'm gonna go fact.
Pops all day, every day. Let's go, baby. His last run in Kansas City, he's going to make it a good one. So, There you have it, folks. This week's version of Fact or Cap. Thanks for playing along. And as always, we are brought to you by our friends at Underdog Fantasy Sports. Play now, play often.
Just do it.
So with that said, let's get right into Underdog before we jump into the main segment.
All right. Again, Underdog Sports, play now in Missouri. You play $5, you get $50 in bonus dollars. You play their high-low game. You can win up to 1,000 times your money. You can play Jackson, Mahomes, your favorite quarterback. Even Burrow's eligible with this game. You get to win money on sports, again, up to 1,000 times your money. And it's really, really simple. Just pick higher or lower and play now in Missouri. And it's really simple how we do things here at the Four Guys in a Bar Chiefs Blitz podcast. But see that QR code? Just scan it. Goes to the Chiefs Blitz page. Make sure you put in our promo code Chiefs Blitz. Set up your account. Deposit 5, play 5. Get 50 in bonus dollars plus an opportunity to get a Bobby Bell card. So at the end of the day, it's really simple. It's a great game. Again, every Friday going forward, I'm going to give you my pick'em takes and my high or lower game, in the high-low game. And you can play along and see what happens.
All right, Nick, that's it. Hey, help everybody out, man.
Curse me, or not curse me.
You know.
So if you don't win, you know where Nick stay, bust him in the head. But other than that, I'll just. But again, pick higher or lower, man. Because hey, I know I'm gonna be playing this year. It's just a lot of teams that I'm interested in. Ali Gordon for the Miami Dolphins. I'm looking to see what he do. Also, Blue with the Cowboys. I'm gonna look to see
You're
what they do.
picking all these rookies, man. That's tough to play in the early stages of the.
Talk to him, Nick. Talk to him, Nick.
I love the enthusiasm. I would not play rookies.
The numbers
at the
will
very
be low,
beginning.
Nick. Right? Buy low, sell high.
Yeah, I
Let's
guess
go.
you will.
Let's go, Hensley.
You hit one of those, you're definitely gonna make some dollars.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why. How do these places stay in business? I don't know. It's
I
like
don't
giving
know.
money away.
So with that said, let's get into the main segment of the show. Luke.
Well, we already did that, but let's go. Anyway.
There we go.
Look at Travis. Is he flipping us off with that finger?
No, that's a forefinger. We're good.
Is that
He's
where
pulling
you got
Nick.
that,
He's
Nick?
pulling
Is
the
that,
Nick.
Is that you, Nick? Really? I mean, that's
Here it
kind
is.
of your pose when you
There it
pull out
is.
the
I
ring.
don't do the tongue wag. I don't do the tongue wag. So
Sweet.
you know.
We just got to put up the
Your
one
tongue
finger.
tongue ain't long enough, Nick.
What'd you say?
Tongue ain't long enough for that. You only do half the picture. You know what I'm saying? You got to really embrace Travis Kelce. You got to really embrace that Kelce nature. You got to really embrace it.
Yeah.
So go
more
ahead,
rings.
go ahead and read the question, Luke. Go
There's
ahead.
exercises for that. Okay. Will Travis Kelce play like 2025 is his final season? Nick.
Well, I've already stated I do not think this is going to be his last season unless he wins the Super Bowl and he breaks all the postseason records by Jerry Rice. He would have to have a monster postseason to be able to catch Jerry Rice this year in yards. I think touchdowns and receptions, he probably will get there. Listen, I mean, he's obviously engaged now to Taylor Swift. He talked about this on his podcast, what kind of shape he's in, and made it very clear that he's more focused on specific things, what he worked out, and that's why he feels more confident. He looks like he's got an extra bounce in the step. His father, Ed Kelce, said he thinks he's going to have a 1,000-yard season. I agree with him. I do not personally believe that even with the pending nuptials that this is going to be his last season. I think he's going to play one more year and give him time to groom, Wiley, to be the heir apparent, or bringing Stool to be the heir apparent. That's what I think.
I think it's his final season. I think it's the writings on the wall, the proposal, the podcast is doing numbers. You go out on top of the world, right? You get married after the marriage. You know what I mean? When the Chiefs get back to the Super Bowl after that, I think you're going to hear announcing of a baby boy, Travis Kelce, and then it's going to be the end of the era of Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, the best connection in Chiefs history. It's going to be all said and done. So I think this is his, final season. You know what I mean? The writings on the wall, the proposals, he got a good business going. The clothing line is out there. It's doing numbers
American
as well.
Eagle. New deal with American Eagle.
So I'll say this will be his final season. Go ahead, Coach.
Well, you said play like this is going to be his final year. My man lost weight. He got the Travis Kelce of old attitude, so he's still going back into his form of things. The Kelce we know, right? The Kelce we know. Last year my man had 823 yards, 823 yards, 97 receiving, and only had 3 touchdowns, right? So can he come back and double down on that, right? Can he do it this year? I believe he can, because that offense line looks strong, and you keep Mahomes upright. He can do that and then some, man. I think Kelce will have a big year. But I don't know if it's going to be his final year. I'm going to take that back. I don't know. He might got one more year left in him. He got one more year left in him.
Luke?
Well, his soon-to-be wife loves the Easter eggs, right? There's always these little things that they drop. Well, this is Travis's 13th season. We all know how Taylor feels about the number 13. So, not saying, but I am saying this is.
You saying it. You got a whole house full of Swifties, so yeah, you're definitely saying it.
I'm telling you, there's going to be something. There's something about it. Everything kind of lines up. Season 13, this will be it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, John Harrison agrees with us. He doesn't think that he loves the process of camp. He doesn't think he quits till his legs fall off. He needs to coach in the future. Well, I don't know if he'll be making movies and raising babies So I don't think that's going to be the case.
Still
King
able
Kelce,
to do both. I think that's Patrick's doing okay with that, right?
Yeah. Patrick's
Next
doing all
question, Luke. Go ahead.
And 3 little kids. Can he surpass 1,000 receiving yards?
right. Fact. 100%.
We already did that, Nick.
We already did that. Sorry.
We
I was just
moved
trying
on
to give
from
you some
fact to
love.
cap.
Yes, I think he'll be. I think he'll have over 1,000.
I heard that shot, Lou.
My prediction is
Another shot.
1,078 yards
what I'm here
for Mr.
1,700.
Kelce. It's 1,078 yards.
Okay,
Book it,
17
Friday,
possible.
August
Well,
29th.
I'd say he had to, with the suspension of Rasheed Rice. You know what I mean? He's going to have to do something. Somebody's going to have to get the 1,000-some yards. So why not Travis Kelce? Somebody's going to have to come out there and put up numbers. Noah Gray, Robert Tonyan, Thornton, Hollywood Brown. Somebody's going to have to fill that void, and why not Travis Kelce? I just hope that Patrick Mahomes this year don't get sidetracked trying to force Travis Kelce the ball and then it turned into turnovers like we've seen in the last 2 years. Now, can he get to that pass 1,000-some yards? Maybe he can. I don't see it happening because a lot of other new weapons they're going to have around him. Xavier Worthy due for a breakout season. Hollywood Brown, if he's fully healthy, he's due for, he's going to, speaking of contract talks with Isaiah Pacheco, Hollywood Brown is going to be contract year for him as well. And Juju. So these guys going to be fighting for the ball. So I don't see him passing, the 1,000 yard mark.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna definitely disagree with that. I think again with the addition of Simmons on that offensive line, as long as that offensive line to be stout, Travis Kelce Mahomes is like peanut butter and jelly. He's going to get a ball to Kelce, and Kelce has something to prove, ladies and gentlemen. He has something to prove. We just got engaged. He's on a mission right now. He got the same Kelce attitude right now. I think he's going to surpass 1,000 yards this year. I'm going to agree with Nick. I think he surpasses that. You know what I'm saying? I think by about 1,300. Because if you look at it though, if you really look at it though, he got something to prove. Like the ball goes to Kelce, regardless of the fact, because we know about Thornton, Hollywood. He's up and down. We don't know what Hollywood going to be. Juju's banged up every now and then. The ball goes through Kelce. The offense runs through Kelce, and as long as they keep him upright, keep Mahomes upright, I can see a big thing from Travis Kelce.
Yeah, I think if he needs to, if they need him to, he can certainly do it. I think he's physically able to do it. Now, we'll learn a lot about this offense over the next, the first few games, just to see how much the ball is being spread around or whatever. You totally believe that Xavier is going to go over 1,000 yards this year. Hell, Rasheed might go over 1,000 yards, even missing 6 games. So depending on if the offense goes the way we want it to go and the way Patrick wants it to go, I think it's going to be more wide receiver centric because if it's tight end centric and shorter passing, it's just kind of staying in that mode that they've been in the last couple of years. Mm-hmm. So if it goes well, you don't want Travis having, a ton of yards. Now he may put up 300 or 400 in the playoffs just because, he goes off and maybe they choke off the wide receivers. But I think only if there's a lot of injuries to this receiving group that he would have to go over 1,000 yards.
Yeah, I think so too. But what Coach said, peanut butter and jelly. I don't know if he's a little hungry, but hey, they kind of make sense. They both together. You know what I mean?
We did ban him from eating on during the show.
It wasn't a ban. I just stopped eating.
Oh, good.
I just stopped eating. All right.
So do we
Coach
agree?
Listen.
Do we agree that Kelce appears to be regaining some of his lost speed?
Did he ever leave?
Well, yeah, I think he was battling some injuries last year, but based on again limited time, what we've seen in OTA, mini camp, training camp, and the exhibition games, I think absolutely, he looks like he's got a little burst. He had some good separation a couple of times in the Bears game. They made a focal point to throw him the ball down the field, see what he's got. So. Yeah, I'm think he's going to be a little bit more spry in his step.
I think the speed was never there. He just had shiftiness. His whole career he didn't have speed. So you know what I mean. So you know, I think the speed was never lost because it was never there. He just had, we just gotta see if he's gonna have the shiftiness that he had when he was coming out, beginning to take the lead by storm. Now we seen it the last time we seen Travis Kelce perform was in the preseason, but the last bad performance we seen was in the Super Bowl. So if he can outcome that, that last bad tape that he left on the field of 60 minutes of football that probably felt like 4 hours to them. Hey, if he can overcome that and show that shiftiness and moving around and finding the holes and finding the zones and playing that backyard football that him and Patrick Mahomes like to play, I think yes, he can gain, I would say the shiftiness instead of the speed.
I'm gonna say if you look at game speed, Travis already Ben had game speed, which in like he can get the separation with the linebacker because they know linebacker can cover Travis Kelce. There's no safety that can cover Travis Kelce. So I agree. It was all about him being shifty and getting separation, using his body very well. I think Travis Kelce is going to go out there and like just show the world that what he can do. He still got the separation. He can still get free. He can still really sit down those zones. You know what I'm saying? I think Travis Kelce is going to go out there and really show the world who he is, man. But again, he didn't lose no speed because like Bo said, he never had speed. He just had good separation. You know what I'm saying? So I agree.
Well, if you go back to when he was younger, I mean, you would see, some of those longer plays would, end up in touchdowns. And I think that's what you saw was there a couple of the longer plays where he wasn't quite able to beat that last guy. So maybe losing the weight, I'll stick by this forever. Losing 100,000 air miles is going to do his body, so much good. I don't know how much speed he's going to regain, but I think you'll see him on some of those longer plays. If he does get loose, that he will be able to finish those better. Now, again, he's never going to run, 4.4, 4.5.
He's not running a 4.2 or 4.1, blazing speed.
He's definitely able to, run fast enough, like Coach was saying, game speed.
Yeah. So let's get to the next question, Luke.
Okay, what percentage of snaps will Noah Gray get in this offense?
Well, I think I'm going to go 35%. Again, I think they're going to try to use Travis a lot in the first 6 games with the Rashee Rice suspension, just to keep teams' offense. Hopefully, Thornton can come alive and and Hollywood Brown can play and Juju does his thing and Xavier Worthy does his thing. So I think Noah has been Mr. Consistent ever since he was drafted. But I'm going to go with percentage of snaps for him. Probably 35% through the first half of the season and maybe increase to about 40% in the second half. I'm
going to say it go down to 10% because it's going to be a Robert Tonyan.
Oh, well, that too.
Show. And that's what I'm saying. If Robert Tonyan showed what he had, was showing in the preseason and what he did in Green Bay, if he can bring that over here to the Kansas City Chiefs, I think, you're going to see some snaps going to lose for Noah Gray. You're going to see the snaps going down for Noah Gray because, hey, Robert Tonyan looked like he could be that guy. You know what I mean? Because he showed what he can show in preseason. So I think a little of that percentage is going to be going over there to that guy and probably a little bit of Jared Wiley. No shots at Noah Gray, but this kid here, man, he showed what he can show in preseason. Also, he showed what he can do in Green Bay as well. So I think that's going to lower that percentage snap count for Noah Gray.
I'm gonna say I believe it's going to increase because if they go 12 personnel with 2 tight ends out there in the red zone area, I think he's going to get his equal touches because if you honestly look at the guys, still going to double team Travis Kelce, and we got to forget Tonyan is good. I like Tonyan, but we're not going to just disown 50 Shades, man. 50 Shades been putting in work quietly. He's been averaging at least about 340 some yards. I think it's going to increase very well because I do believe this is his time to shine.
Per season, per game.
What you mean? You're talking about per
you
game?
Say he's averaging 300 something per yard.
I said 400. I'm talking about per year, like okay. years on. It's like if you look at if the ball goes his way, he's gonna make a play on the ball. Like he doesn't like if his number is called, he's going to get busy. You know what I'm saying? So I do believe this is Noah's greatest time to shine because Travis Kelce is going to get double teamed, guys. Let's face it. Old or not, he's still going to get those double teams. And I feel like this is going to be a time for Noah Gray to go out there and really show who he is.
Yeah, I don't think his percentage of snaps is going to go down. I mean, I don't know what he played last year, but I certainly believe it'll be at least the same, if not a lot more. I think there is still, it's an untapped guy because they've had, Kelce there to rely on so much in the passing game that, he hasn't had, the targets, right? So to say, again, these other guys come along and, maybe like a 10-year veteran that, he lights it up during summer football. Okay, now all of a sudden he's going to overtake this guy that we drafted him, we extended him, we've got him as the number 2 tight end. Well, okay, we thank you, but move along. I don't think that's going to happen.
Patrick Mahomes lit it up in summer ball. Is a lot of people lit it up in summer ball, and then coaches said, "Hey, if I'm a coach, I see a guy that's going to produce."
Patrick how many series did Patrick play? What, 3?
Nah, he played a lot of. I'm talking about and when he came along, when he was coming to the league, he lit up summer ball as well.
Yeah, I mean the year that Alex was the starter and he was coming in. Well, yeah, I mean that's I think a little bit of a different situation. He was a rookie coming in, and everybody kind of knew.
How else the guys going to showcase if they don't shine in summer ball?
Well, it's different if you're looking at a rookie doing that or a second-year guy doing that versus a 10-year vet that is doing it against third and fourth teamers. You know what he is, right? And all those guys. So
first teamers when he was out there with Patrick Mahomes and Minshew. So hey. If I'm going to be, I know you like Noah Gray. I know you try to stand up for him a little.
No,
bit.
I think he's a better player. I mean, whether I like him or not, I think he's ultimately the most talented tight end outside of Kelce on the team.
So he better than the guy that put up 13 touchdowns, 10 touchdowns with in Green Bay.
He did it once, and it was like 5 or 6 years.
Noah
Gray's a better tight end.
Noah's
a better tight end.
No Gray didn't have no drop off. He just didn't get his opportunity. But when he do get his opportunity,
you're backing a 10-year veteran. Your guy who's been in the league 10 years, and that's fine.
I'm not going to take anything away he did with Rodgers for one season, pretty much. And it was 6 or whatever, how many years ago it was. God bless him. That's great, but I got you got to look at what you have in front of you now, and I don't know. I just see a much more talented player that hasn't gotten the opportunities in this offense, because whenever he does, he typically produces.
Yeah, exactly. It's all been productive.
Noah Gray has one of the best backup tight ends ever. All right, backup, right? We talking about backup. I'm talking about somebody that's come over here and take the team to another level. I know what we have in Noah Gray. Noah Gray is great. He puts up average around 300 some yards. But if another guy can tap
a year. You talking about a game? But you talking about a year?
A year. Another guy can tap into his untapped potential. Yeah, he probably step off the train a little bit of when he was in Green Bay and when he went elsewhere. But now he's with Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, so maybe they tap into it and the kid can outperform.
Hey, everybody said Noah Gray can be a starter, and I agree because I see it.
All right, we got a comment from John Harrison. He clarified something. Kelce needs 168 receiving yards, 3 touchdowns to break Rice's all-time playoff records. He already has him, and catches 178 to 151. That's just incredible.
That's easy.
John, looks like you did some research there. How many games has Travis played versus how many Rice has played in the playoffs?
There you go, John. We appreciate the help.
Damn, Lou.
Absolutely. And we got some more graphics that Mango just put in too that we can end the show on. But I think we all right. Last question, Lou. Let's hit it.
So with Kelce and Swift engaged, what will game days be like at Arrowhead?
Well, we kind of got a glimpse last night. Taylor Swift came about midway through the first quarter at the game at Arrowhead between the Nebraska Cornhuskers and Travis Kelce's Cincinnati Bearcats, who lost, what was that? I think it was 20-17.
20-17.
Listen, I think she's a seasoned pro now. She's got a little space in the interior of the Chiefs mini Hall of Fame inside, and she's part of the kingdom. Now, I don't think she's going to miss the start of any games. She's not going to walk in the first quarter, but hey, listen, it was fun to watch them last night. So I think it's going to be elevated. I think it's going to be even more because I think you have the allure of now that the fact that they're engaged, and now you think, is this Travis's last year, which we've talked quite a bit about. And I think fans for the most part are going to appreciate her fandom. And now she's free. She's got no concert tours planned for this year. Rumor is she may go on the road sometime next year. But, I think that, hey, it's fun. I think it's great for her and for him and the Chiefs kingdom and the family. So I think there'll be an extra elevation, Lily Siri, put that back up, Hens.
I bet you would.
Kelce has played 25 games, Jerry Rice 29. So that would mean that if the Chiefs are not the number one seed, he could tie him with 3 playoff wins and a Super Bowl win. So
back to the question, I think with the Kelce and Swift engagement, how the games would be like. I think it'll just be Arrowhead. I think it'll be a media thing. I think all the TMZs and E News and all the news network. I think it'll be a media outskirt and what people going to try to get into the game. But I think Chiefs fans are just going to be Chiefs fans tailgating. They ain't going to wreck. We as Chiefs fans, we welcome everybody into the Arrowhead. We don't really care. We just want to we want to see our guys play football and
except for the Bengals
and kick other teams' butts. But other than that, man, I don't think it's going to be anything that's going to be going crazy at Arrowhead. I think it's going to be on the media side. Yes, more media, more helicopters, more this and more that. But with the fans and engagement, no. I think it's going to be a regular Arrowhead chopping, being loud, getting decibels, getting ready for this, making a team on the other sideline don't know what they thinking because we so loud. But we don't care if Taylor Swift in the back there in the booth. We focus on our guys playing football. So other than that, man, I think that's all. I don't think it'll be anything but the media will add on to it since she's gonna be there every game. Since she don't have no.
I don't think nothing's gonna change, guys. Since Taylor Swift been coming to Arrowhead, it's been a party. It's gonna continue to be a party. People just get ready. They're gonna get a lot of attention. A lot of people are gonna be really focused in on Arrowhead, especially the broadcast team, whatever. But guys, we've seen this before when Taylor Swift first arrived. It's gonna be the same hoorah, the same party, same all that nonsense. We're used to it now, so it's gonna be the same. I agree. It's gonna be the same thing.
I don't think so.
Stop
be a little
the
different.
presses. I agree with the coach.
Oh, hello.
The earth stopped turning. The sun is burned out. Hell is frozen over.
Oh man!
I think the only difference is going to be, more homemade Pop-Tarts for the guys. Other than that, I think there's just as many media people that are going to show up. There's just as much scrutiny and whatever, and the shots up to the box and whatever. So I think any of that is going to change. They're still as famous as they've ever been. They just now are linked, but they were linked for the past 2 years. So yeah. I'm with Coach there. Just add in the Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tart.
But let's get some of these questions, Nick.
Okay, where we go here? Let's see. Demetrio, magical game days at Arrowhead. Was Swift there? Magical, Lou.
Sweet.
Statistics. Gray had 437 yards last year. He does produce 40 catches and 49 targets. Mm-hmm. Kenny Sinclair says, I'm guessing other teams will chance that Kelce is slowed down, at least in the beginning. We'll see. Yes, Weston, we do agree that he's one of the best backups in the National Football League. We have a lot of questions. We've got a lot of really good comments. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Demetrio going after Hentz a little bit. That walk-off TD in overtime against the Chargers. Say otherwise. Dude ran past 6 defenders. Now that was 2 years ago. And, I'm not talking speed. And Nicholas thinks 1,000 yards is only 60 yards per game. Someone doing the math. I appreciate that.
I love it. I love it. Everybody love math, man.
And then Johnny says, here's a list of receptions all time. Playoffs. Kelce 178, Rice 151, Edelman 118, Gronk 99, Tyreek Hill 96. Wow, that's hard to believe 96 for Tyreek Hill, especially since he plays in Miami now. That's
Well, how many? What, did they just play the one playoff game while he's been there?
I think so. Yeah, against the Chiefs. I mean, he did have one.
They played Buffalo once too, I think.
Yeah, I think they have two. Maybe three. 2 or 3. I'm not sure.
Right.
That's crazy.
Tyreek is a pretty special guy.
Yeah, Gronk's really far down that list. Wow. And they all say Gronk's the greatest tight end in the NFL history.
Yeah, Gronk, he is. The body of work that man produces, man, is insane.
In the time he played, yeah, but Kelce, man, that's
Insane,
178 receptions over 13 years is what? Someone do the math, about 11.
Well, I think Patrick has played 21 playoff games.
Right.
So Travis has played all those, right? And then with Alex
Smith,
just a few, maybe 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, so let's get into this right here.
So that's how he got his 25. I guess that makes
all right.
sense.
The NFL media has the top 10, NFL top 100. We'll announce tonight. Here are the top 10 players listed in alphabetical order. Looks like Patrick Mahomes is in the top 10. He is the only Chief to do so. Allen, Barkley, Burrow, Chase, Garrett, Henry, Jackson.
There?
No surprises there.
No.
I think even though I hate the kid, I don't like him. I think Jamar Chase is going to be number one, and it should be. He earned it to be number one. The season that he put on, the showcase that he put on, the talent.
Hey, say it again, Bo. Say it again. You said who?
Jamar Tuna Can. He should be number one. When it's all said and done, Saquon Barkley maybe have a case for it. Other than that, Lamar Jackson
was the MVP. I think
Josh Allen was MVP, but Jamar Chase had a better season. The Triple Crown and everything else. So I think when it's all said and done,
Triple Crown better than the MVP.
Yeah, everybody know Josh Allen and deserve the magic. Lamar Jackson, come on.
They did give him the trophy.
They got to give him something.
Yeah. They might give the Smoking Joe, man. You know what I'm saying? The best
quarterbacks always get the edge.
They always get the edge. They're the leaders of the team, of the offense, man.
Yeah.
So
So I mean, listen, those other graphics are in there if you want to post those too, but. You can't argue with that top 10.
Roster, so we already talked about.
You can't argue with it. You can't argue with it.
Once they give the order, then there's going to be a lot of arguing.
Yeah, right. Also,
here's the can't make a list without stirring up.
Go ahead,
somewhere.
Here's the tight end room, guys.
There it is. Tanyan's ahead of Wiley. Go figure.
I already knew that,
but he's not number 2. Will the Chiefs carry 4 tight ends on the game day roster?
Yeah.
And I assume they probably will.
Without a true fullback, you probably if in fact they only activate 3 of the running backs, I believe then all 4 tight ends will be active.
I think Brashard Smith's going to play pretty light over the first 3 to 4 weeks of the season, unless there's an injury to Mitchell. They're not going to carry 4.
Yeah, I think they're going to bring him along. I mean, it's almost like the rookie wide receivers with the Chiefs, right? I mean, it just takes a while.
Here's the room for the week 1. Wide receivers: Worthy, Brown, Smith-Schuster, Thornton, Brownlee, and Remigio. Royals is not going to play opening week. The goal is to get him ready for the Philadelphia Eagles. So no big
if he's in there, what you got him listed at 4, you think?
Probably 4. I would put him ahead of Thornton.
Hey, I realized Tyquan Thornton is 6'2", guys.
Yeah.
He's pretty tall with speed. Yeah, oh my god.
And I like Brownlee too. I think
got all the measurables, coach. He's got it all.
Hey, he got it all, boy.
I think all 6 receivers are going to be active.
He looks great coming off the bus.
Yep.
Oh, listen, man. The first bomb to Thornton, man. I'm going to jump for joy. I'm going to jump for joy,
especially if he catches it. Yeah,
damn right. I believe he will. I believe Double T will.
I am with you there. I believe he's gonna. This is his year. That he's gonna break the tendency of the Baylor receivers. He's the guy.
He's gonna do it. All right, the starting defensive line, unofficial depth chart for week 1. Adana at end, Karlaftis at end, Jones and Nadi. I think that's a given.
Damn, no Ashon Galati, huh? I would have thought Ashon.
No, he's not. No, Galati's not going to start yet. And Norman Lott's going to have to – he's got to get healthy for he's going to be in a position. The corner starter or the corner depth chart, McDuffie, Watson, Fulton, Williams, and Williams 2. The fact that Noah Williams is ahead of Joshua Williams, I think it speaks volume. So I think that's a solid group right there. I'll go to war with that group. Linebackers, Bolton, Tranquil, Chenal, Bossa, Cochran, McDonald, ranging from linebacker 1 through 6. I'm very excited to see if they let Cooper.
5 will be active.
Right. And the big news is Jalen Moore, Mr. Versatility, is listed as the backup right guard, right tackle, and third string left tackle on the Chiefs' unofficial depth chart for week 1. The backup tackle is
Got to be Wanye Morris. Right?
Not the other guy.
I think I hope hell
it's not Wanye Morris.
It don't come down to any of that. But again, I think it.
Wanye Morris is the backup. Yes.
Okay.
I hope hell it don't happen. Come down. But again, Jalen Moore, I feel like a lot of fans did the pay, the salary for him to be a backup, but
worth every penny.
Worth every penny. If I'm the Chiefs, Wanye Morris, he Jalen Moore is going to be the backup for every position on the offensive line. If I'm any read, the money, the dollar, you're going to show that you out here. But the kid, he played well in the preseason. Excellent. Excellent well in the preseason. But looking at the unofficial depth chart as well, it's unofficial. You know what they're going to throw out there when it's all said and done, when the season starts. Wherever guys go out there and shows, we've been around.
Put Galati out there, bro. I got Galati.
He's not ready to start. He's not even close to ready.
A lot of that is definitely in wet cement.
Man, I know we say some crazy stuff on this show, but this got to be most craziest thing Nick didn't say so far.
Right.
Galati is not even close to ready,
bro.
He's not ready to start. He's not ready to start.
You did not see what he did in the preseason.
He did it in one game when he got a fire lit under his ass by Joe.
Oh my God!
Mark my words, dude. Man, I tell you. Listen, I love you, brother. Hold on.
Let's not get
rookie defensive players need time.
Go ahead,
right? But let's not get too crazy with this starting, right? As far as this defensive line. These guys are all going to play, 30 snaps, 25 snaps, 28, whatever it is. So that guy's out there for the first drive. Gelati's going to play. He's going to play a lot. And he will, I would imagine, split time with Dana for the most part. And then maybe on pass rushes, they might move him to inside. Mm-hmm. So he's going to be. I think he's going to get a significant number of snaps. Nick,
what?
I
say the kid be starting by week 3.
I don't think it matters. It's just, to me, it's just semantics. To play the first drive, yeah, okay. But if you're going to play,
it doesn't matter. Like
30 snaps at any point during the course of the game, right. I think that's what you're looking at, and that's what he's looking at. And I'm sure that's what Joe Cullen is preaching. That's what Spags is preaching. Is like, don't worry about who's out there, at the first defensive series. You're all going to play.
Nick, I just want you to go listen back to what Travis Kelce and Jason and his brother Jason had to say about Galati.
I listened to it.
Go watch it again. They said this kid is a mad genius. This kid's coming out and going to make the.
I'm gonna tell you the reason.
Dude, he hasn't played a regular season game. I am not doubting his talent. I'm not doubting that he's going to be a starter next year. I think he'll be the opposite of
next year.
He will take Mike Dana's spot. There's no question in my mind.
He said next year.
But don't throw him out there to being, this high praise. Let him get a big sack. Let him be a disruptor on a big running play on 3rd and goal or 4th and goal or 4th and 1 or something like that. He's going to need time to adjust to the speed of the game. And again, we saw some great stuff in practice. I don't know why you're flipping between all these guys because they all agree with me except for you.
Hey, hold on, wait, hold on.
It doesn't matter. Listen, Greg Hill was the starter for a series, and then Marcus Allen played the rest of the game.
Okay. What they did though? Simmons is a rookie. Simmons is a rookie, but you threw Simmons out there. Why come Galati can't go out there and get
because
the same
there's
treat?
no one better left tackle on this roster than
that's
Simmons.
apples and
Oh,
oranges
my
because
gosh,
that's
bro.
out of necessity for the most part, right? But no, I think Ashton's going to get as many snaps as just about any of the defensive ends. I truly believe that. I think he's
going to get a lot of playing
to,
time
to do his
That
thing.
boy got speed and he's violent.
They will put him in situations that he can excel.
Bo, I see now your head, Bo. You agree?
Say a known passing situation, and he comes in maybe as if they put 3 or 4 defensive ends out there, then he's going to be maybe on the inside.
What have Donna done? What have Donna done to make y'all think he's going to like he's the dude? Like, what have Donna done?
He's made some big plays for
man,
the defense,
Simmons
and
been
he played all season
that
last year
man's
hurt.
neck all training camp. Simmons been holding that man all by
You're
his
not
going
to throw a veteran defense. You're not going to listen. They did do that with Karlaftis. They worked him into it.
Look, do you agree? Do you agree with Nick?
I still don't know what the point that you're making is that he won't be out there when they come out in the first series.
Right. That's what I understand.
I really don't care about that. So yes, they will bring him along.
You do care about that.
But I still think he's going to get a significant number of snaps from the get-go.
You're just a button pusher. That's all you are.
I'm trying to get some clicks out of you guys. That's all.
Button pusher. Button pusher.
Lou said put out extra clips, and I'm digging for extra clips.
All right, you got your extra clip. Let me make this officially logical here. It doesn't matter if you start or don't start. It matters who finishes the game on the most important series, and that's usually in the fourth quarter.
I'm gonna
say this. Hey, Mark,
this whole defensive line is going to be a rotating machine.
Wait, Mark, this
exactly what I've been saying.
Galati will have 8 sacks this year. Mark, this Galati will have 8 sacks this year.
All right.
He might.
He would have 8
That's
sacks
stretching
this year.
That's stretching it.
He might, but the bottom line is he's going to get every opportunity to get those 8 sacks.
Watch him.
Right.
It was me and my son was out there watching the game. I'm gonna say this before we close out because I know you got to pick up your son. When me and my son was out there watching the game, and he was like, "Who is this? It was this number 97 out there." First, he got the sack, right? And then he got this run stop, and then he came back, got the sack, and got the pass with a rough and a pass
series. He did,
and then he came back and finished it off.
The roughing penalty was bogus.
I was trying to say,
the penalty was bogus. Anyway.
You get some guys show flashes, and that guy been showing flashes.
He's going to be a player, and he and Karlaftis are going to be deadly.
So bottom line on the opposite anybody that's been watching the Kansas City Chiefs play football over the last 5 years or so, 6 years, all these guys are going to play.
Yeah,
they're all going to get their opportunity.
Yeah, everybody going to be in a healthy rotation. But when I'm stating is this, he's going to be the guy.
Hear this guy is starting, that guy's not starting, especially on the defensive line because they're the ones that rotate the most.
Galati got a burst.
That as a significant
Galati got that
thing.
Burst, boy. Chiefs really haven't seen that burst in a long time, boy.
Maybe for the veteran it means something, and I get that. Okay, fine. So you bring the rookie along. But just at the end of the day, when you look at the snap counts, it's going to be pretty close.
Preach, Luke.
I'm just talking about that burst on the edge. Well, Chiefs really never had that burst, that violent burst, man. That boy going to be the real deal.
Like what Lou said, we'll close out. The defense rotate a lot. Corners, 1 minute, you got all that to rotate. So you can't really look at the depth chart and say, oh, I miss this guy. On offense, you can say that, like the offensive line and the wide receivers maybe. But
you don't see, you're not seeing subs for offensive linemen unless somebody gets hurt. You're not seeing a sub at quarterback unless somebody gets hurt. Those positions, it's going to be. Even on defense, sometimes the linebackers, if they're playing nickel, 1 might come off, 2 might come off, whatever. Occasionally they'll throw in a different corner if they're playing different defenses. But the defensive line, they will always rotate.
There's going to always be rotation. There's going to always be rotation.
Yes, always. Max Crosby will fight to play every single snap.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's many guys like that, but he actually plays like 95%.
If you look at Spack's defense though, with the Giants back in the day, the same team that beat Tom Brady, he had a healthy rotation of guys, great pass rush. So I get that.
Well,
I'm just saying,
had like 4 horses first,
For
and then there was a couple of guys
beast.
coming off the bench that were really good too.
Right,
So
right.
when you have the players, it's like anything else. I mean, you talk about, well, what's the difference between that coach, and how you to be a good coach? You better have some good players.
Galati, your boy got you, Galati. I'm
Well,
telling
we'll
you.
see. I mean, Chiefs have got a lot of good players. They will open the season a week from tonight.
Yes.
That's going to do it for this edition of Four Guys in a Bar, presented by ChiefsBlitz.com and Underdog. Again, I'm your host, Nick Athan, hence Todd, Lou Montagna, Andrew Chilman. We will not be here Monday unless there's breaking news between now and next Wednesday, September 3rd. We'll be back for our 1:30 show as we get ready for the Chiefs and the Los Angeles/San Diego Chargers in the season opener.
And shout out to everybody that is chatting right now in the league.
Yeah. Who's on the leaderboard?
Ruben is number 1.
Of
Ruben.
course he is.
Way to go, Ruben.
John Harrison number 2.
All right, guys.
Robert Jackson number 3. I'm not just saying that. It's in the chat. Go check for yourself. All right, guys. See you guys Wednesday.
Have a great, safe holiday
Happy
weekend,
labor.
everybody. Peace out.